In this podcast episode, Ben Shapiro delves into Joe Biden's campaign strategy for the 2024 election, highlighting the challenges and contradictions that the Biden administration faces. Shapiro argues that Biden's strategy, which seems to center around portraying himself as a sympathetic elderly man who cares about the American people, is fundamentally flawed and unlikely to succeed. He breaks down the different types of elections that have taken place in recent years, including unity elections, revolution elections, and cares about me elections, and explains why Biden's best bet for the 2024 election is to position himself as a candidate who cares about people like you. Shapiro provides historical context by referencing past elections, such as Barack Obama's 2012 campaign, where Obama won on the metric of caring about people like me. He also discusses Donald Trump's success in the 2016 election, where Trump was able to connect with voters on an emotional level and portray himself as someone who cares about them. He uses these examples to illustrate the importance of the cares about me metric in winning elections. Analyzing recent polling data and trends, Shapiro points out that Biden is losing ground on key qualities such as uniting the country and displaying good judgment. He argues that Biden's age and frequent confusion make it difficult for him to come across as a sympathetic figure, which is crucial for a cares about me election. He also criticizes Biden's handling of issues such as border security and the economy, arguing that his policies are not aligned with the message of caring about the American people. He highlights instances where the Biden administration has taken actions that contradict their supposed concern for the well-being of the American people, such as allowing non-citizens to vote in local elections. Shapiro then shifts focus to the issue of anti-Semitism on college campuses, criticizing university presidents for not enforcing Title VI of the Civil Rights Act to protect Jewish students. He mentions the lack of food and water at a protest encampment set up by faculty members at UCLA, calling them spoiled brats. He also discusses the medical school at UCLA, where he criticizes diversity and inclusion policies that have led to the admission of students who do not pass basic skills tests. He argues that the left-wing ideology prioritizes diversity over qualifications, resulting in the production of subpar doctors. The podcast also touches on the divide within the Democratic Party regarding support for Israel and Hamas. Shapiro criticizes Rashida Tlaib for supporting Hamas protesters and highlights the party's struggle to present a united front on the issue. He plays a clip of Senator Ted Cruz grilling a Biden judicial nominee for allowing a 6'2" man with male genitalia to be placed in a women's prison, highlighting the absurdity of certain progressive policies. Shapiro discusses the International Court of Justice ordering Israel to halt its offensive in Gaza, despite Israel's efforts to provide food and aid to the region. He criticizes the ICC and the UN for their biased approach towards Israel. He concludes by discussing Donald Trump's rally in the Bronx, where thousands of people showed up, indicating continued support for the former president. He also mentions Nate Silver's comments about Biden potentially stepping aside if he continues to struggle in the polls. Throughout the podcast, Shapiro emphasizes the contradictions and challenges that the Biden administration faces in trying to present a coherent and effective campaign strategy for the 2024 election. He argues that Biden's current approach is unlikely to resonate with voters, and that the administration's policies and actions often undermine their message of caring about the American people.